So Thabambu, sorry, Thabambu. Okay, so another one. Cool, your tutorials are the best on YouTube. Keep going. I will. Thank you very much. Awesome comment. I'm glad you like them. Okay, so winter summer. Thanks for the tutorials. In the video you posted a few days ago after you returned from your hiatus, you asked for people to download and comment on your new games. I downloaded Superbug and Blade X Wars. Below are my opinions and comments. Great, thank you for downloading. That's awesome. I like playing Superbug. I played it about 12 more in different times within 24 hours of downloading it. I played it about 12 or more different times. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I did not like Blade X Wars that much. The screen is too busy. Too much is happening and not everything on the screen seems necessary. What are those little red things? Do those red things reduce your shield? The spaceship and coins and graphics are too small. I think graphics should be larger and the screen should be less busy with your spaceship gets hit. Then you lose life. Yeah, no, that's really good feedback, winter summer. I think, yeah, that's really cool. Really cool feedback. I think, yeah, Blade Star X is really, it's kind of a homage to Geometry Wars, which is a really popular Xbox Live game, and I wanted to do something similar to that. So I know Blade Star X isn't anybody's cup of tea. Is probably not most people's cup of tea, to be honest. The red things, as you mentioned, yeah, they're bullets. But that's good feedback. I guess I did find that as well when I tested this with my wife, and she said, "Oh, I don't know what these things are." I think maybe because she's not a traditional hardcore player, like she maybe didn't play a lot of old space games, and it's always interesting to test that out because I did play a lot of old games, and so things are kind of obvious to me, and I guess to other hardcore players, but even more obvious to me just because I'm the one that's actually coding the game. So this red thing to me is a bullet, but it's so interesting when I give it to somebody else and then they say, "Oh, what's this thing here?" And I'm saying, "Oh, don't you know it's a bullet? You know, can't you tell?" And they're like, "No, I thought it was like some health." I'm like, "Really?" So it's really interesting to see that. So I definitely recommend if you're building games or anybody out there, make sure you test on a wide variety, on a wide range of players, and definitely don't tell them how to play it. Do not tell them how to play it. If they can't figure out how to play it without you telling them, then you need to go back and revise the game or the tutorial or the mechanics or something like that. So again, thanks for the tutorials. I hope you post more on how to quickly build 2D games from start to finish. Yeah, I've tried to send this email yesterday, but you seem to have been having problems. Okay. You're welcome. Awesome. I'm glad you like the tutorials. Speaking of the Super Bug Killer that you mentioned here, Super Bug Killer, yeah, we've actually had some good conversion on that as well. So this talks to everybody, not just winter summer. Super Bug Killer has had terrible downloads on iTunes. Just to be clear, well, to explain, it's had terrible downloads. I mean, really low, with less than 100, maybe less than 50 from most recent sales. But we have actually had, even though we've had 50 downloads every day. Sometimes the in-app purchases are 1 or 2 in-app purchases. Now, 50 downloads a day, which is terrible, we need to market more on that, but 1 or 2 in-app purchases from that 50 downloads is pretty good. That's not bad at all. Let me just think. If it was 100 downloads, that would be 1%, so it's 2%. So that's 2 to 4%, roughly. I think we don't have an in-app purchase every day on that title, so I'm guessing on average it's sort of 1 to 2%, just calculating off the top of my head. So I think that's really good for the. So it's a model that we should follow, that we should keep up. One is the bees. The bees in the game actually give you, they're like a currency. So having the bees in the game, it's like a Fruit Ninja game for those of you who haven't played. Like, please download it. Super Bug Killer. Please download and give us 5 stars as always. But when you slice, it's like Fruit Ninja. You slice the flies and the bees, and you don't slice the ladybugs. So it's really simple input. The bees, when you slice them, that's like a coin, and when you slice more, you can buy a higher score multiplier. So that mechanic kind of works. You don't have to pay for them. You can play, and you can increase your score multiplier. Or you can buy 100 bees, or 1,000 bees, or 2,000 bees, or whatever it was, and you can get the instant score multiplier. The main thing, I think one of the big things on Super Bug Killer that might be working well so far, and we need to test this more, is that the leaderboards are front and center, and they are also front and center on Android as well. Super Bug Killer is now on Android. The leaderboards is a big button on the main menu screen, and it pops up every time. And it's even more important on Android. We just integrated Haze app, which is like a social gaming network, and I did a video tutorial / discussion on this a few days ago, so definitely check it out on the channel if you're interested in getting leaderboards into your game. So I think even though Super Bug Killer has tiny downloads right now, and I'm not sure why, I think maybe because of one is the keywords, maybe because it's not niche enough, maybe the screenshots or the logo, but I actually think the logo and the screenshots are okay. So it's a bit of a head scratcher, and I'm going to try to figure this one out. And I'm not the only one out there who has trouble trying to figure out why downloads are low for certain games. But like I said, if you want to follow a game model, is have that currency in the game and make leaderboards central. Leaderboards are a big thing because if our games are score-based games where players are fighting for the highest score, it's really important to make sure that people know, hey, you are position 87, hey, you are 56, hey, buy this and you're position 1, and wow, it's a big thing. So, you know, that's a really big learning point for us, and hopefully you guys can apply it too as well. So anyway, thank you for the point and the feedback, Winter Summer. That's really cool. So thanks for that. Sony Japan. Nope. Sorry, Rugged Source. Thank you for the message. I know it's a big mass email. I'll move on. So Thebe 1410. I don't really comment a lot on YouTube, but I really want to say thank you for your videos. I downloaded every single game you have to support you. Please keep them coming. Thebe, thank you so much for that comment. That's really nice, and thank you so much for downloading and rating the games. You know, that's so cool. That's really a big thing for us. That really supports us the most. So, you know, I'll definitely keep more coming, and hopefully you're liking this, and please comment on this video if it was useful or not useful. You know, thanks very much. So, you know, it was great, as good as it was. I perplexed a lot more people. Okay, Perry, it was also your videos are truly refreshing, is there? Okay, I'll move on, Perry. I think it's a mass email, but that's okay. But thank you for the message. Wake Up Screaming. Hi Martin, I like your vids, very informative. Do you have any advice for finding Unity developers to work on a project for pay? I'm currently developing an app, not really a game, in Unity. I did half of the programming myself, but I need to focus on what to do best, audio graphics, and I just don't have time to figure out all the coding anymore. Okay, I'll speak up more clearly. I recently put out an ad on Craigslist and not one person responded, and it's paid. I'm open to working with someone overseas. Do you know any trustworthy companies who take small contracts? Hi Barry. Oh, Barry, I got your name. So Barry, yeah, absolutely. I do know some companies. I can recommend some companies based here in Shanghai. I have worked with one of them before. I can also recommend another company that we're currently working with in Pakistan. But I don't know if they build Unity games. They're working in native Xcode and Android, I believe. But I can definitely recommend. If those two companies, so please drop me a message. If those people don't reply, then check out the Unity forums, because there is a collaboration section or something in the Unity forums. So go to unity3d.com, then go to support, then go to forums. And collaboration has a bunch of guys looking for work, I believe. I checked it out a few months ago, and sometimes I browse on there. They've probably got a lot of skill, the guys who are on there as well. So I think check it out for sure. But you know, again, thank you for the comment. I'm glad you're liking the vids. More coming soon, so definitely stay tuned. And hopefully everything goes well. So drop me a message about finding teams.